Thanks. Yeah, I tried it. Yeah, I tried exfoliating again with that same thing, and I did have a negative reaction to it. So that's probably what you're seeing. Yeah, it was late yesterday. It was also at the end of the day that I posted it. Yeah, yeah, it was that exfoliant that I used again for like 2 days ago for some reason. Yeah, that was at like the tail end of my day anyway. My skin was like I tried to like use the same shit again because um my I was trying to get my neck to stop like with the itchies. Like I felt like my neck has been like and I think it was that stuff that I'm it's weird because it's like for me in my mind it was like both the solution to it but then also the cause of it. So I'm like in a weird but I think the cause of it was the exfoliant. I stopped using the exfoliant on my neck. So, because it's really strong, but that's what you saw around my eyes. Um, yeah, yeah. But I used it like I used it equally on both sides, so it's not like I didn't. Yeah, and so that just goes to show you like what I'm dealing with here is like I don't know, because my thing was I was like I didn't have a reaction when I used it on its own. I had a reaction when I used it um, with something else.
Well, the funny thing is, I think you must have gotten that really sensitive skin from me because this happened to me last night. I bought some mangoes, the little mini mangoes.
But honestly, it didn't look like that. It probably looked like that because you're like psychoanalyzing my face. But like to everyone else, it's not. It wasn't that bad. But my thing is that I'm still trying to figure it out because before I was breaking out because I would do the exfoliant and then I would use that cream afterwards. This time I didn't do that, but I had used the cream like a day or two before, so it might have been still a reaction because of that. So I just gotta maybe like only do the exfoliant at least maybe like once a week with like a 2 window on each end before and after. Yeah, and so, but yeah, like I said, like I was like playing around with those. One of the side effects is like dryness, but I think the dry, like I don't know. I think the dryness is from the exfoliation, but then I also think it's from that like other lotion that I use as a moisturizer because it has a little bit of this one hydroxy something or another, and I think that causes peeling or something. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. But my thing is, no, no. My only thing is that sometimes my neck gets my. It's the weirdest thing because I feel like it sent me in this like feedback loop of the one time I use those chemicals because I either use collagen or retinol or hyaluronic is what it's called, hyaluronic acid. Um, but they're all supposed to be easy on the skin. But the first negative reactions that I got was using on my neck. But I think that I think it was initially triggered because I was using that with the alpha beta hydroxy acid, which is the exfoliant scrub. So somehow in using those together, it sent me down this bad spiral, whether it's on my neck or on my face. But I'm trying to tell you that when it comes to my neck, the effect that it has is that now and I'm like, well, what the fuck? But right now, my neck seems to be good because I've been using. Yeah, the itchiness isn't there, so I'm still kind of experimenting with using in moderation on my neck to try to like balance it. But then on my face, like I said, this most recent breakout on my face was because I'm apparently still experimenting with the fact that now I have to for it's just so like I don't know. But it's way better. It's not. It wasn't. It's yeah. No, it wasn't any of that anymore. Because I figured out that first part. Oh hell no! My neck is like because when your neck gets well, I wouldn't do it, but for other people they could do that. But I'm saying no. Well, not for me, but you, yeah, you could do that. nothing. I literally use nothing, and it's only when I started using something that, like, when you get like roped into something and then you have to keep on using it. I feel like that's what happened with my neck because I never had like a dry neck. So but also I think it's because one, we're in a fucking desert over here, so the climate is different. Two, but I'm not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'll get a hang of it because I think there is still some benefit from like using an exfoliant like lightly once in a while. But like I said, I just need to time it with not using it with the other product. And then with my neck, I can't imagine I'm gonna need to like always be moisturizing my neck. But that's the other thing is I like sometimes I'll use the CeraVe lotion, and I think that that's what has a negative effect on my neck. But I get frustrated because I don't want to always keep on using Vaseline on my neck. So I'm just like still at a point where I'm still kind of trying to experiment. But then if I notice that it keeps on sending me back into that same cycle, then I'll know to not use it as much. But then it's weird because I shouldn't have to use Vaseline every day because I've never done that before. It was only as a solution to the using the other lotions, but maybe I just won't use anything, and then maybe I'll just use Vaseline on my neck, and then I'll just eventually kind of not need it as much. But right, because I had like a collared shirt on and I had a shirt under it, but I'm really like yeah, I'm more so concerned about my neck. But even my neck I got it's way better than it was before. Like I said, I just gotta either fight the symptoms of like an itchiness or like a dryness. Yeah, I'll figure it out somehow. It's just the weirdest fucking thing. If you would have told me, and like this is the kind of thing that's why like a part of me is like, oh, I must be cursed, because like my 2023 was like, oh, I'm gonna invest in myself. I'm gonna buy some skincare products, and then fucking this whole time, it's been a fucking nightmare. And I'm like, but I feel like it's that with everything I try. Like, just right now, I'll give you an example. I just tried to use one of the perks of using a Chime app, and if you do a direct deposit, they'll send you an extra $100. And I'm like, oh, let me do that. Yeah. $40. It's just a little promotion. Apps like that do that all the time. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I changed my ADP banking to the Chime router number, and it's like, oh, we need to wait a week pay period. We're gonna cut you a check for the night. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? Now that sends me down. So I'm just using that as an example of like things like that. Like, they don't tell me. So, because it was, next day, they're like, oh, sorry, we sent you too much. And then those fuckers threw like a $36 credit on my account. So I was in the hole now, $36. So, but it's like, this is in the middle of where I'm like, I have the runs going in and out of the bathroom. I'm trying to fucking set up my TV. My laptop is rejecting calls. I'm not getting, like, all that shit was hitting the fan. And then, so, yeah, and actually I'm getting a call right now, but it's not loading. And like, that's another thing that I'm noticing is like the fucking, when people try to call, it sometimes just doesn't even load. And I got to imagine it's their shitty server because they probably don't pay for like high speed, data or whatever they need to take all these calls. But, well, no, I didn't even. First of all, it was a messenger call, and I could do that while I'm like doing something else. But it's just little things that add up, and you're just like, what the fuck, man? It's just this one website, this expert link that's affiliated with Psychic Source. But it could also be the person who's calling. It could be their shitty internet too. No, because I just did a video. I just did a video call. I just did a video call yesterday, so I know it wasn't that. And before that, I did a test call. So, because this was after I turned off the pop-up blocker, I messaged the IT people at ExpertLink. I was like, send me a test call so I know that the chat ringer is going to work. Because after I turned off the pop-up blocker, the windows would come in, but the fucking ringer wouldn't go on. I'm like, what do I have to do to get this shit to work? And then finally, it's just because it's a result of the laptop, the new laptop. So when you don't have your system allowances, your permissions and your notifications, it's gonna and this laptop, they send it to you with the Windows 11 S mode, and it's for security and privacy. So they have really strict settings on it, and I didn't think to check my pop-ups until I caught it, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had them send me a test call. So. Holy fuck! I just got a check from Discover Bank for $172. What? This isn't fucking. No, there's some catch here. It says we're compensating you $147 for the impact of a past issue where we billed you a monthly minimum payment amount that was understated. We're compensating you. Oh, okay. It's only 20. It's only 25. But shit, I'm gonna see. Yeah, let me. I'm gonna keep you on the phone, but let me see. It's so I've never in my life got a fucking like check from. It's Discover Bank. I have. Actually, I think it's for the student loans. is what it says here.
It sounds like it's student loans because you said something about a minimum payment. So, the first
And
thing
what
I
hap-
thought of when you said that.
Yeah. And what happened is I missed a month, but then I paid both of them at once.
Oh, I see.
And then now they're trying to say something, so I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Do you have? Okay, so now my only thing I'm worried about, and maybe I don't need to worry about it because it's your thing. But did you just move all your banking stuff to Chime, or are you staying with Chase?
No, you can have multiple accounts. It's just like
okay.
having like a Cash App thing.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay.
like
So then you can do a deposit on your phone, right, with Chase?
I could do. What do you mean? Like if I wanted to
Yeah, like-
deposit my
If you wanted
paycheck?
that check that you just got, can you deposit it using your bank
Yeah,
or your phone?
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna say deposit it.
But this is the kind of shit that I'm telling you. Is like the universe will fuck me on one end, and then like sorry the language,
But that's how.
and then it'll send me a check that I've never received in my life before.
Yeah,
But
you know what, we can
But
put
also,
that
I'm not
out
even excited because this is probably like there's probably some fucking roundabout error.
No, wait a minute. Why not be excited? If it's a check and it's a reimbursement, then just endorse it and.
Well,
and
I'm
deposit
just
it.
saying I'm gonna wait until it clears and I could actually look at it in my account. But
Oh, I see.
shit, talk about fucking.
So what did it end up being? 100 something or just the 25?
It says it nets out to 25, but it's a check.
What's the check amount
But
for?
it's a check of 172.
Oh, well, shit. 172. I deposited lickety split.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But of course, I
Yeah.
can't get into my Discover.
Why are you getting into your Discovery? You have to just deposit it into your Chase.
Because I want to see what.
Oh, you're nuts, man. Forget it. I would just deposit it and be done
Well,
with it.
it's going to be my next act, but I just want to see like
Oh, if
what
it,
my credit.
if
If
it
it's,
gives you some info.
I want to see if it has to do with anything in regards to my credit card. So I just want to make sure that
Your actual bank, yeah.
it doesn't.
You know what? It has to tell you if it's an account. Does it give you an account number? Does it say student loan account number? Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check both accounts, but
Okay. Do you want to call me back?
no, not really. We can talk.
Oh, okay. You
If
can
you
talk.
want.
Okay. I don't want to be distracting though.
No, I'm still, no, it's fine. I can do two things at once, but I'm just like communicating like how all of this crazy shit happens. Like when you try to like either get a new phone or a new laptop, or you try to like get the benefit of a perk on an app or something.
Shit. I will. First of all, the thing that you did with Chime, I'm leery of that kind of stuff. I would never do that kind of stuff because to me it's like I want to have my one account and then let my direct deposit go into the one account and be done with it. But so I'm leery of doing things like you just did with Chime. But if I get a check in the mail, shit, first thing I do is endorse it and deposit it. And then, if it clears my account, I'll the more the merrier.
Yeah, but I'm not worried that they're not gonna like renege on the check that they took time to.
You just want to know where it's from.
Yeah, I want to know why
If
is
it's your
it.
credit card or your shit. See, you're more curious than me. With me, I don't even think I'd look into it. I'd just like deposit it and be done with it.
Well, because I want to like enjoy it. I think a part of
Oh,
me,
I
like I
understand.
require the enjoyment of knowing that it's not going to bite me on my butt around
I
some other way.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But also, it gives me now. It's like, but this is my example. Is like, it's a rabbit hole. You try to do one thing, and it leads you to three other things that you got to do. Like
Yeah, I know.
now, I'm taking this time to familiarize my new phone. I guess it didn't carry over like a saved password for
Yeah.
my Discover credit card. So,
Yes.
Now-
I have to.
I mean, I would have had to do this anyway, but I guess it's
Take
two
your
birds
time.
with one
I'm
stone.
here listening anyway.
Yeah, so it's
Take
just
your time.
crazy. But I'm starting to use the video applications on what I read for on the tarot channels that I read for. So yeah, it doesn't look like it has anything to do with my Discover card, but now I'm gonna check my student loan. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I think because you said that you doubled up or something. I bet it has to do with that.
Yeah, but it just doesn't make sense. I'd ever do that. But yeah, and I was able to pay my other payoff loan, which is like a big one. It's like $287 or something crazy like that. And last month I had to pass the buck.
Yeah.
And do like a skip month payment, but this time I was able to.
Oh, that's good.
Make it. But yeah.
Did you get in your Discovery?
I'm still having to like. They're asking for like the Social Security and the birthday and all that.
Well, set it up and take your time because I was just like sitting here.
Yeah.
Having my tea.
But point being is that, so I'm using the video, they have a video application for Psychic Source, that one website that I read for.
Yeah.
And then, hold on, wait 1 second, I'm getting a call.
Yeah, go ahead. Call me back, Nicole, because I don't want you to have too much going on.
Okay.
Call me back. Bye.
Hello?
This is a message from Discover. With the code you requested for a login or change to your account, your security code is 163918. Discover will never call you and ask you for this code. If you did
Yeah, it was just the Discover. I guess they call you to send you the confirmation pin instead of, I was just expecting a text message. So yeah, I'm endorsing the check. I don't know. I guess it was, I double paid, I paid what I was supposed to pay, and now they're sending me a check. So I'm just endorsing it. And
I love those.
Mom, you said earlier something, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
Between the money that I got from you, the money that I've been waiting forever and a fucking day from that Mike guy, and then this money, that's like a $600 turnaround.
Yay!
It's so crazy, all in one day.
Well, and you know what? Just remember that, like, I always feel like this. There are days when I'm like really, really upset and I'm not going to make it and whatever, and then something good always happens. I pray on it.
Yeah, but this is ridiculous. Like, I'm grateful, but at the same time, I'm like, does it have to always be like a fucking, like a Evel Knievel stunt?
You wish you could like just smooth it out a little bit more, right?
Yeah. And I guess that's what the goal is. Like I said, the more months I get under my belt, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, shit, man.
Well, you know what? April's a funky month. You got Easter, you got your birthday, so you have all your other stuff. So.
Well, hopefully this goes through. I'm still suspicious.
No, don't be. What are you suspicious about?
I don't know. I'm just trying to see.
No.
I don't know why it wouldn't, but I'm just suspicious, like I said, why it wouldn't go through. But
no, it's gonna go through, Peter. There's no way that it wouldn't. Just don't forget to sign the back of it because it'll ask you for a copy of the front and the back.
Yeah, and it says please deposit immediately upon receipt. I've never in my freaking wildest life ever gotten a check from Discover Student Loans, so it's so weird.
So that's a nice blessing.
I guess. I'm just taking the photo of the back and the front and all that.
Yeah.
and I endorsed it.
And then, I today, it's usually it clears the next day. They get you by saying, do you need it immediately? And then they charge you like $9.99 or some bullshit like that. I don't ever do that, but it's up to you if you need it right away. But I usually just let it go through the next day.
So Huntington is really dope. That's my bank account. They don't try to scam me for extra money for quick deposits. And
I thought you had Chase. I thought you said we had Chase. You have Huntington or Chase?
I have both.
Oh, you have both. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now you have three. You have Huntington, Chase, and Chime.
I have fucking Bank of America. I have Huntington. I have Chase. I have Chime. I have Cash App.
Peter, how do you manage?
I'm a fucking. I'm a baller. What do you want me to say?
Why do you have so many?
Because I'm a pimp. I don't know.
That just seems like a little bit out of control.
Mm-hmm.
How do you control? How do you manage it?
But let me tell you, because I'm awesome. I don't know what to tell you. Wait, let me tell you. Huntington gives you 500 up to 500 immediately. So if you do a mobile deposit, so for instance, I have that 172 now. They give you access up to it same moment that you cash it. So
you mean that you deposited?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow,
barring anything that happens that is unexpected.
Right.
So
oh wow, that's pretty good. So
yeah.
So when you get money dealt to you, where does that go? To your Chase or to your Huntington or to your Bank of America?
It depends on which one I have it sent to. Because I have Zelle for 3 for Huntington, Bank of America, and Chase.
I don't get it. So wait a minute, but what I sent you today is hooked to your phone. Where did that go? Did you have to redirect it somewhere, or did it go automatically into one of your accounts?
Remember, I had to add my number to Chase. So because I added it to, I added my number to Chase. So wherever you sent that, and since you sent it to my number, it went to Chase.
Oh, okay.
This is so crazy. Yeah, my Bank of America is hooked up to my Gmail because that's my Running Gun Tarot one bank account. So that Bank of America is for Running Gun Tarot, technically. So, yeah. Yeah. And then the Huntington and the Chase are my personal ones. So. Yeah. No, I'm cool. I'm cool about it. Yeah.
Stuff out of this my PNC bank.
Yeah.
And PNC, I can deposit something, but it doesn't hit my account till the next day. And I can do like.
I'm looking at, because I just picked up my mail because with the Chime thing. So, another thing I had to freaking run into is in order to withdraw from Chime, I had to have activated their debit card. I guess they have a debit card. I mean, this is like totally antithesis to the point that you're trying to make. It's too much. It's too chaotic. But that dude sent me money on the Chime app, so I really had no choice. But in order to take money out of Chime, you have to have a debit card. So I'm like, well, fuck, I had it. So they wouldn't let me take out the money unless I activated it. But luckily, it was ready in my mailbox. So I pulled that out of the mailbox earlier today. I activated the Chime debit card, which I don't plan on using, but, you need to. So you could send it, do like a 2-day transfer. It takes. So that's the only thing that you're losing in Chime. Cash App is really faster. Zelle, Chase, Zelle, Zelle. But I guess for Chime. Yeah. So we'll see. Oh, and then the other thing is like, well, I think what I'm going to try is I'm going to try to change my banking back to my original one. Because so I changed my direct deposit to Chime because I was trying to get that the
$100.
yeah.
Oh, I see.
And I'll actually do it right now because I just thought of it.
Well,
But
wait a minute, just a quick question. What direct deposit? Because you have 3. Don't you work for 3 different companies?
no. For I had my direct deposit originally for Huntington Bank, which is my main bank. That's the one that I like.
Yeah, no. What job?
but
What
for-
income source are you referring to?
For Expert Link Psychic Source.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I can, or jobs. So when you say direct deposit, I don't know which one of the 3 you're referring to.
I'm just referring to the ADP, the system, the ADP. So it doesn't really matter what job, but basically Expert Link Psychic Source is my main kind of job that I refer to.
Your income, yeah.
So, and of course, let me look for the password. So I'm going to try to set it back to my main bank because I figure.
Do you want to get off the phone so that you can concentrate on what you're doing? Because I don't want you to screw it up.
No, I'm fine. I could multitask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vero told me a horror story about a girl that actually set up her thing at work where she had to get her reimbursements. You know how Edelman used to have to set up your bank account so you had to put in your routing number and all that for her employee reimbursements for travel. She was off a digit, so she wasn't getting her expense report reimbursements. And she couldn't blame anybody but herself because at Edelman, I guess you set it up yourself. And her American Express card was up to like $10,000. They actually but because it was off a digit, it was going to somebody else at her bank. So she said that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, could you imagine? Like if her account ended in a 5, was 9-digit with 5, she put a 6, or so she fat fingered it and put a 6. So
But that could also be that's not necessarily something you could trust. I mean, that could be a scam she's trying to do. I'm not saying that she is, but
they actually took a screen print of her information that she put in, and it was actually off a digit. And so they contacted Edelman contacted the bank to try to get it back. But Vero got involved because Kristen had to override and approve that they pay her Amex directly for the $10,000 or whatever until they got the money back from the bank. It is crazy.
Yeah.
So when I'm like setting up like any kind of like personal banking stuff and routing numbers.
But so they don't have to worry about having sent the payment to the wrong checking account, I guess.
Yeah. Edelman sent it to the wrong checking account because she put the wrong routing number.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
number.
Doesn't that person? So does somebody get it? The wrong person to get it?
Yeah, the wrong person to have
But then what do they go through?
The bank had to notify the owner of the wrong bank account holder to say, you've gotten some reimbursements that don't belong to you. We're going to debit your account.
Right.
So you hear about that all the time. But until then, they weren't going to put it in the correct account because the bank had to secure the money from the wrong account holder.
But doesn't that, and I'm just saying that there's always the temptation for the wrong account holder to just take the money and run.
Oh yeah, but you know what? The bottom line is, like, if it's you or me, it's an account that we've had forever. And usually our direct deposits go in there, and so you're not I couldn't close an account because then my direct deposit would get screwed. So the bottom line is the bank has every right to go in and debit your account for money that went in there that wasn't right.
Yeah.
But they couldn't do that until they were notified that this was a mistake.
Yeah.
And she, the correct owner of the account, was like, why am I not getting my reimbursements? And Edelman's like, we are reimbursing you. Here are the copies of the wires that we did. And then when they looked further and further into it, it's like, oh, the account number is wrong. It's off by a digit.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was crazy. And in the meantime, her Amex is building up and building up and building up. And it like took 3 months for her, the chick, to figure out why it wasn't going to her. So she contacted the bank, and then the element had to get involved to contact the bank, and it was just like craziness.
Yeah.
So Veto's like, Mom, that's why a lot of companies make the employees set up their own info now, because they can't blame, the expense report person or the HR person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
It's crazy.
But the last time I had to put a routing, I know, I did recently had to redo something because remember how my debit card got hacked? So I was actually having to set something up where it said I would pay out of a checking account instead of a debit, and I was like being very, very careful to put the right number in.
Well, it's like they need to make things like I'm on ADP right now, and this website I can't even find where like my banks are linked. So
There's got to be like a profile. If you're in ADP, there's got to be like a profile.
yeah.
So somewhere in your profile, there's going to be like a wallet or banking info or something like that.
But it's crazy because I literally just updated it. Guess who I came across? Whose profile I came across on TikTok? Remember Lauren, the girl who used to live with me, the model. Yeah.
The black chick?
Yeah.
The real pretty one?
Yeah.
What was she doing on TikTok? Or what's she up to?
Here, I'll send you. I took a screenshot.
Is she still really pretty?
Yeah. She's gorgeous. But I mean, with her makeup.
Is she still modeling?
Yeah, those are just. I took a screenshot. I just texted it to you. Because I was trying to I didn't want to lose the profile because they suggest people that you might know. But I think she has to have me blocked or something because it wouldn't let me follow her. She must have her settings to where she could pick the person to follow. But
wait, I don't get it. So she looks a little bit different. The one at the top of the circle looks like her except longer hair.
Yeah, I think that's a wig.
But then the one at the bottom right hand corner where she's got no makeup on and her hair is buggy, yeah, so.
But that video, that's like a transformation video. You know how people do those.
Okay.
So she purposely,
Well, she's got really good features and she's got really pretty skin. So
but she's gorgeous. She's just her software is just not.
Yeah.
She doesn't have her head on straight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but she's the hardware.
She's banging. She's running Pentium 8 processor, fucking however much gigabytes. And
I don't like the pictures, the two top ones to the right with her braids and half up, half down with braids. I'm not crazy about that.
But my thing is as a guy, I have to override the dumb mechanism that just wants to be with the pretty girl or the hot girl. You know what I'm saying? I think men, and most men don't. Most men are just not conscientious of that. Yeah. So I was telling myself last night, I was even if our paths I'm not saying that I have a fucking chance in hell with her, but I'm saying with anybody, if you can just fall for looks because I will admit there's that side of me that would be shit, just go all in with someone like that. But I think that's more of a dumb, evolutionary mechanism.
It's a dumb move. You know why? Because beauty fades. And at the end of the day, you can have the most gorgeous person in front of you, but if they have a box of rocks in their head, it's really? You can't look beyond that. That's why they say that, what's his name? DiMaggio married Marilyn Monroe, and he divorced her within a month or two because he just said she was the dumbest thing ever. I don't know that that's necessarily true, but he didn't think she was very smart, and so he just couldn't put up with it.
Yeah.
Plus, he was very jealous, and so he didn't that was when she did her white dress photo shoot, and he just hated the fact that she was putting herself out there like that.
Yeah.
But mainly, he just couldn't take that she just didn't have the smarts.
Yeah.
And it's the funniest thing because, no offense, but I remember Bobby had the best build because he used to do, weights, and he used to work out, and he used to do karate, and he or whatever all that was. And then, but a lot of times I'd like think to myself like, okay, but like what's upstairs, what's in the brain part of things, because there comes a point where the physical is just it just doesn't last very long.
Yeah.
It's like you need more. You need a combination. You need the full package. You need the brains and the beauty and the humor, sense of humor, and the social aspect of a person. Otherwise, it's kind of like just an empty shell.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's kind of and it's hard to find a blend like that, But
well, I just feel like
I know it's got to be out there.
Yeah, I just feel like if left to like people's own devices, I think that we're naturally predisposed to like a famine mindset.
Oh yeah.
So that's why people try to take the best bet or deal that comes across their table in the form of a person.
Yeah.
And it's just like And don't get me wrong, like I think it is a reflection of like your options, you know. And don't get me wrong, I have like zilch. I got like nothing in the stable, nothing in the wheelhouse, but that's fine. Like I'm good with that because I think.
But you know what, Peter? I feel like that's partly because that's how you want it, Nico. Because if you wanted it differently, you could put fielders out there, and I don't know. Maybe I'm completely off saying that, but I'm just like part of me feels like you choose that. There have to be people that.
No, yeah. I mean, I believe me. Like, I think like I threw out like all of the social currency that I had early on, way back. I mean, there's so because I just didn't like the seediness of all of it, and I think a part of me instinctually knew, or like my spiritual side knew that, just because there's like a lot of attention or a lot of people or a lot of characters in your life, whether it be like people from St. Lawrence, Queen of Peace, Revis, or like I just remember early on, especially with like social media, like everyone is just right there and connected. And I remember like I would always delete like seasonally, like just all my friends or all these like fake friends, like people that weren't vetted and people that, and I think that the price that you pay, is you don't have all of those, fair weather friends, but at the same time, it's like maybe that saved me from a lot of trouble, and I just, I think unconsciously, I have always kept a small circle of people.
Well, you know what? It's really funny that you should say that because I feel the same way, Nico. I don't do Facebook. I have Facebook and people have me on Facebook and I'll get notifications. It'll say Norma, Veronica just posted or Tony just posted or whatever. No, Tony doesn't have Facebook, but whoever I happen to have in my little circle. So I only go to those notifications when somebody has posted something, but I don't post. Because of what you just said. Like, I have a really small circle of people, too. To me, if I'm going to talk to somebody, it's going to be, like, on the phone, like I'm talking to you, or, like, friends from work, I'll text or, email through work. But it's just I can count on my hand the number of people that I socialize with.
Yeah.
It's just not my thing. And maybe I inherited that from my mom. My mom had a very small circle of friends. She didn't have lady friends that she would go out with. She always only went out with us.
Yeah.
She went on vacation with us. She didn't have lady friends that she would gossip with. She was always busy with us.
Yeah.
And so it's I don't know. Maybe things are handed down to like I took on after my mom. Maybe I don't have a lot of lady friends that you knew of growing up other than maybe Mary Chris and my comadre Nancy, but those were far and few between. You know what I'm saying? It was mostly all family.
Yeah. Yeah,
Were you able to do your ADP thing?
Well, it's so weird. Like I was able to find it on my phone, but I wasn't able to find it on the online website. So I'm just updating my banking information and I'm listening. I'm hearing everything that you're saying, by the way.
No, I know. I want want you to concentrate on what you're doing. I don't listen to me. Concentrate on what you're doing. I don't want you to get it wrong.
No. I'm not worried about that. This is elementary.
How come you didn't get it on your computer? That's worrisome. You got it on your phone, but not your laptop?
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, they didn't have like the same easy like kind
Setup.
of to navigate to where I needed to go.
You know, that's interesting. You should say that because I can do PNC on my phone, which is just the website, or I can do the PNC online banking. I think it's easier to just do it on my phone. But every now and then, I have to go into the website or the online to like when I go to set up my mortgage payment.
Yeah.
Because it's a bigger screen and I can navigate from tab to tab. It's got like various tabs. And on my phone, it just has just my checking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why, but sometimes it's just easier to use your phone than anything else.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering. So I'm basically just sending. I am resetting to my original Huntington bank so that hopefully I could get this paycheck that I was originally expecting to my Huntington bank.
What paycheck that you were originally expecting?
For my main source of income, Expert Link. Yeah, see, so it just said, it says, so it doesn't matter if they've known my bank account. Apparently, I'd have to wait anyways. It says, we added the account, you'll get a check. So anytime you switch payment methods, checking accounts, you'll always have to wait, one pay period. It says you'll get a check into the account is verified, which takes one pay period. So now I'm at the point, I fucked myself because, I mean, not really, because the only thing I would have to worry about is how long will that check take for ADP. And if I get paid direct deposit on Thursday, how long does that, you know what I'm saying? Do you think that they'll give me like a rigmarole to go through time-wise, or do you think they'll fairly send it quickly because they have my account on file, my address and information?
Hopefully you'll get it too. If you get paid on Thursday, they usually cut the checks the night before, so they do the direct deposit the next day. So let's suppose they cut the check on Wednesday, you'll probably get it by Friday or Saturday. Like, I don't think it takes, you've got to give the Postal Service a little bit of time.
So I could get it on like a Saturday?
You could probably get it like on a Friday or Saturday.
But so at this point, and again, I didn't.
You should not switch anything.
Well, no, I can't say that because I would have wanted to get that extra $100. I mean, it'll benefit me.
Just reversed it, so will you still get that $100?
Well, no, I'm gonna set it back to Chime now that I know that I have to wait.
Wait. So I'm so confused. You had it at Huntington, you switched it to Chime. Now you're put it back to Huntington just now. Now you're gonna switch it back to Chime?
Goddamn right.
Oh, Peter, I don't understand. Why are you doing that?
So because I have to wait anyways, and I'm trying to get the extra 100. So if I get an extra 100, I need to set.
Oh my God, Peter, you're so much more daring than I am.
It's not daring.
I don't want to screw things up. I want to make sure I get whatever. Yeah, well, you know what you're doing, Mijo. I'm not as daring as you are.
It's not daring. It's just if I'm gonna wait anyways, and they're gonna approve. See, I thought they were gonna be like, "Oh, we remember this bank account. You could just send it back to Huntington. You won't have to wait." But they're being fucking jagoffs, and they're saying you gotta wait.
It's not that they're being jagoffs, Peter. It's just that that's always the case whenever you set up a new account.
No, they should know my banking information. It's not a new account. I had all my Huntington info there. But I
don't know. It's a rule of thumb from all the places I've known that have direct deposit. The first check, always when you change your info, is always going to be a check and not a direct deposit.
Watch, they're going to be like, "Oh, you changed it too many times. We can't do it."
Well, that's what I'm worried about, which is why I'm saying you're too daring. To me, I would worry about that aspect.
No.
Okay, well, you know better. I'm just like a worrywart, and I just.
Yeah, we added the account. You'll get a check until the account is verified, which generally takes one pay period.
Okay. Now here's the other thing. Okay. that $100, read the fine print. A lot of times it'll say you can't use it. It's got to sit in your account for 3 months or something like that.
I don't think so. So what happened is and the only reason why I'm kind of basing that off of that is because the guy who sent me the chime thing, I actually got an extra $15 because I was a new customer, and they paid that flat out. I mean, I know it's not $200,
No,
but
I know, it's 13 to 15. All I'm saying is that I have a credit union bank account that I throw a couple bucks in every pay period. And on that one, the only reason I did it is because the credit union came out to the job and they had this huge job fair. And I was like, oh, okay, I can put $50 a pay period into that account. And then they said, we'll give you a first free $50, but that $50 can't ever be touched. It's just a money that sits in that account for that account never to be overdrawn.
yeah, this one I don't think it's that bad. This says get $100 of the qualified direct deposit of $200 plus within the first 45 days. So basically, and I already did the whole routing, so it's set up for that. I just gotta wait until I get enough of a paycheck for 200, and then they'll acknowledge that. And there's actually, I don't know if you want to set up. I don't think you would, but they have links where I could send it to people and they could set up direct deposit. But I don't think you'd want to do that.
Yeah,
but if you did do that, you would get 100, and I would get 100. But
no, I wouldn't do that because I've had PNC for 10 years since I've been at the tollway, so I wouldn't want to change it.
But my thing is, I think this guy gets $100. The guy that bought the scooter from me
Because of the fact
because I'm setting it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an incoming tarot call, so I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
And then.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you later then.
All right. Love you.
Okay, love you.
All right. Bye.
This is a click for advisor existing user promotional call. Press 1 to accept the call.
Hi, this is Dylan. Hey, how's it going? Okay. Your name sounds familiar. I think we've spoken before. Okay. Okay, let me take a look. Okay. And do you have any examples of people acting weird or? Yeah. Yeah, let me see what's coming up here. So I'm not seeing my rumors card here. I'm not seeing that specific energy here. So I don't think it's that. That's not what's coming. I feel as though that the company is like expanding in some different way, or they're moving in a different direction. But let me see more about the actual company and what's going on with the job. Yeah. 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 Let's see here. Just trying to see if I see anything in particular. Um, honestly, it can just be, the time of year where people are just, I don't know if it's the change of season, but I'm not really getting, I mean, I see the kind of like, acting shitty and what have you, but I'm not seeing that it's founded on anything. I'm not seeing a reason for it. So I can't imagine that um, there's actually anything specific. And like I said, if there was something in regards to like gossip, I would see that here, and I don't see that. So if you're assuming that whoever caught wind of anything that happened between you and this person, and as a result now they're treating you shitty, I'm not really getting that. I'm not seeing that tied together. I just think that those are just kind of coincidental occasions, and unfortunately, you're just happening to. I think the fact that you're experiencing that from that one person that you were with, I think maybe that's kind of like informing the other interactions, but I don't see that it's necessarily tied together. I think it's just more so coincidental. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. And were you concerned that they were gonna like totally like call you off, like not need you, like permanent? Yeah, I don't see that. My work card is in the upright position, so that's actually it's a positive. It speaks to being able to work. I don't see endings. I don't see terminations here, so I'm not getting that that's something to necessarily worry about either. Um, yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look. So I mean, and of course, just as I said that, full transparency, the death card comes out here. So that's about endings. So if this is more like a seasonal or part time, I'm not really seeing the full time aspect. But I feel as though that I'm seeing the card of like being able to fight for it. So if there's any way that you could kind of show just that you're a team player or that you carry your weight around and that you actually are an asset, then I would try to kind of lean into that. But if left to its own devices, I could see this not being a full time thing. But I do feel as though that you have an influence on it. So I would really try to fight for it if you see an opportunity to. All right. Yeah. 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 I mean, you might find yourself ending up with the other place because I'm starting to see. 8 p.m. Monday. What does it all be, Basil? That's what I thought. I'm trying to think. think. It's true. But you still need to do, I mean, if you get courses. Let me just see real quick. I could do that one out of mind, but let me just see real quick. Because if I could do. $681 plus 150 plus 50, still 661. I need to do. Let's see. It's within striking distance. Not gonna lie. I feel like I need like a camera or something. Not saying that. This. Two. Yeah, I can see that being 150. So what's 880? That's 680. you know.
But as we are into this Halloween season, the term demons certainly is a prevalent term. All the demons in the past are coming to the lost of the warrior is one demon he has never been able to exercise. Just shake that demon down, and I knew that when he pushed me and then he said, you know, he's never really was able to shake it. He's looking at it in the face right now. Two of the biggest names in the history. You want arcade matchups? There it is. This is the bout for the city of Las Vegas for the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Members of the event. Warrior, it's been a lot better if you try to get up again. Let's see one leg up and then both legs. Get hugging. Pull out right over. You know, he takes the warrior to the knee. Warrior regains his space. Sitting in the ropes. Go crisscross going in. See that a long time. And up there goes himself. And that was the first time. Energy. rest of the match has turned into a round-and-out fight. As the lawyer fights back within Hogan, he's back with Hogan. Very heavy steel ring post. Low. Uphill. Runs over and hit Patrick. And then Hogan, he dropped a knee on the machine official. Hogan with that has again. Lines in to the Warrior. One of the troops in here. Well, you know, we talk so much about the NWO game plan. It's up to Hogan. That's what the Eagles for. There goes Stevie Ray. Vincent. Almost ready before he got in. Don't forget about Hogan, Warrior. He's chased away and you were alone. You better want to see how many more out there. Don't forget about again. The Warrior cutting off on the face. Let's work off the efforts of the NWO and see that it's not for anything about the NWO. Back into now. Warrior trying to get it going once again. Hogan's really in control. Just stopped him again. Repeated knees delivered to the back of the Warrior. So the referee back up, so we're back to status quo in this match, and the efforts of the NWO that he's done so much have been thwarted. So now it's Warrior and Hogan. One alcohol. He gave us workout belts. Yeah, give those belts on. Yes, I do. Touch nothing like a belt on your hands. Of course it's not. So that was Warrior back. Lifting heavy weights. And that is being used here, and it's choking you for belt. And then eventually pulled on with the hair of the ball. You know, he's worried about a disqualification. No, and you know what? Nick Spencer knows that. And that's why he let the match continue. I think it's a fine call by Nick It's not illegal in their boring can be used. That's something to argue about in boardrooms. Well, I was just in pro wrestling for years, I know. Scoop slam. Elbow that missed. Get a little left, as you can see, he's rolling out of the way. Rolling back in, how about that? Rolling blocked it, but Hogan obviously. Stayed one step ahead of avoiding two elbow drops and then took Hogan off of his feet. Now the Warrior fights back. Warrior running and Hogan knows he's got to get to his feet. And he is. The Warrior realized how critical mistake this is, I'm sure. I mean, it appears that the Warrior had things going his way. Could have. But he missed silence. Line break is what it is. And Hogan taking advantage of it. Warrior not getting Warrior's fighting back. And that one hand gets Oliver Hogan. Uh-oh. There's a stroking time going on here. It's the same time. Here's it over. Oh boy, you're a big fan. That's how deep this hatred is. What a tragedy. That would have been horrible. Social Hogan was stupid. He attempted to find the warrior now rebounds from that. That was a fortune turtle miss there that didn't happen much time. No, actually, I don't think you see Hogan's the wide open now. Oh my. Hogan sends him down. After a long ball or two, Hollywood Hogan. When you look at this, Lawrence Hogan has come out with a chair in his hand. He remembers. He talked about a receipt right here to be the middle of the fingers he had. Every time the warrior is looking at him. It's coming alive. I've seen this before. He runs over Hogan. Hogan's hurt. This shot is touching. At least the warrior has someone out here on his side and Horace. And Bishop's by the referee. Horace is coming to the ring. Horace! Get the warrior in the back of the head. Why? 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 Hogan into that. Hogan wiped out this young man. About 5 days ago, 6 days ago, he comes in. He was just watching. And he wants the warrior that helps. He's not going to win around. Win your right. Hogan is not working. But this is water. It's got to be it. That's exactly what that is. Don't do it to us. Come in with you. There's Hogan in the bottom of his head. He does something else. I can't think really anything else to say about this, but we have seen in all of our years, and I know I'm speaking for all of us, being broadcasters, maybe one of the lowest attempts. Thank goodness it was attempt. Lowest attempt. Yeah, I still can't get over Horace. I thought it was obvious that he was out there to help the warrior. I did too. You realize the tragedy that was occurring here? Oh, there's no, we talked about exercising the demons, and I thought just like any warrior, however the people do it, and he did, would be enough, but that was not enough. Well, this has been not only a big night, but a big weekend here in the gigantic city of entertainment, the MGM Grand. It's the biggest casino hotel in Las Vegas, and it's swarming. It's been nothing less than a fan weekend. All right, time. Two bumpers in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, It's time. What's on this CW and CW Halloween and Palace final match of the evening. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission Chairman Dr. Elias Khan. Commissioners Luther Mack, Lorenzo Virginia, Dr. Rama, and Dr. James A. Executive Director Mark Radner. Physicians in attendance are Dr. Margaret Cookman and Dr. William Berliner. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Mickey J. And now, this is the moment the world has been waiting for. This match is for the heavyweight championship of the world. Are you ready? Wrestling fans, are you ready? And millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Everywhere we go. He won this chance tonight by winning the war game that all wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way from the fans and coming to the ring, here is the number one ranked heavyweight contender in the world, the master of the Diamond Planet, Diamond Valadez.
Oh, he's ready. As well he should be. Sign says it all. People's champion versus the world's champion. And I want to really clarify that true people's champion and what it means in the sport. What it means. That's a great point that you brought up, Ray. We're talking about the intimidation and Goldberg has, and they cannot let that person go. He don't think we have to be here again. Sure, he's a champion. He's not going to look his way. He's a champ Goldberg, and that is undeniable. He's a Goldberg. Intimidated. Yes, he will get it all.
He is so concentrated on what he has to do. He doesn't even feel it.
He's walking out all crowd reaction as well. Just see it.
Meanwhile, the heavyweight champion world is out. man is in. Has crushed 154 consecutive opponents without a loss. The man is the reigning and defending undefeated, undisputed WCW NWO heavyweight champion of the world. The man is
So much interest in this matchup from so many standpoints. Sure, it's the unpredictable nature of the Diamond Cutter against the Jackhammer. But think back to the history, the long-term history between these two, and the fact that DDP was so instrumental in not only bringing Goldberg's WCW into professional wrestling.
the bell sounds. Goldberg, give up just well, the fact is that when they call, he be the people's champion because that he is a man that came from literally nothing to go to the ring championship cause. He's not the world champion, but he's going to get a fight with another. He's not the big physical wrestling Goldberg. He's just an everyday kind of man. He's been a sensation, and that's why before. I think Goldberg realized that DDP is not afraid. That down the outstage will go into this. If Rick is a man that's not worried about taking punishment. Every man is taking punishment. I'm not doing my way. Hey, get out! The intensity level for this match is so high. You took that one push right now and go off the chart. I think DDP gave one plus in that match. Not to dare Goldberg to come at you now. I look like you're going to get one right now. You never play your good pitch.
So as this match unfolds, take a full videotape study. The reminder now is Page is done. You cut a close to this match. Top of the slot by Goldberg. Like sweep. Does he go just another Goldberg right on his feet?
Shoot it. Let's get the station down in his name, boy. me know how good Goldberg is, how fast he is, how he can adapt to situations. Still has no choice. Everything he's got.
Submission move, the cross armbar, the cross armbreaker applied. DDP. One of two ways to go. Either the ropes, which he does for the break. The other way to try and close the gap and bring his hands together. Jawbreaker stunning.
Yeah, that's all it did. You don't see what that does. He just bounced right back up. Was trying to use the element of surprise that time, and it didn't surprise him at all. It surprised DDP. All right. Wow, what a still be able to match me. And so far, look at those eyes. That'll just scare them when it's out. But come down to a mistake. What it could come down to. Turn on an age. So there's some great chain wrestling there. Great combination of moves there. Side look once again is too strong. Oh, too strong. Page needs to get that run and wear it down. And looking in with a side headlock is not going to work.
Shoulder block from Goldberg sent DDP to the floor.
Good move by Page. How about that? Goldberg keeps getting us.
Spinning neck breaker. Look how quickly Page follows up.
Look at Goldberg turns around on all fours and trying to get back up. But he stays. And he holds his ground. Page with a good counter into that Russian knife fight. He's coming after me. He's got it down where he's got it too. Oh. First, I'm taking a little front down and Page 1 second away from the early Goldberg that time, guys. Yes, because the element of surprise is the best way to go. And now he hooks him and now tries this attack he tried earlier to hold on and wear it down. But what he successfully has done now is to execute a few pretty good moves to help keep him down.
A face lock by DDP seems to be working. It was neutralizing Goldberg at this point. Takes him back down the mat. And you notice that all of Goldberg's moves have been thrown on the arm of Dallas Page. I guess that's to make the diamond a little less effective.
You win. I guess. Oh my goodness. You amazing me. Just amazing me. I can take his time to get that. A forearm shot at Taylor Page. I know, a kidney punch. By that isn't too. A reach on Page that has been injured for most of the last 2 years. That was just sheer brute power. Not making any quick moves, he's taking his time. Page is undeniable players. 2, yes, his heart and his determination. And that's the only thing he can use right now because Goldberg is high octane and high meter right now. Look at that Mike back to the arm.
The arm that curls through. Again, the cross arm, or he gets a straight down.
It's amazing. The story that we read about wrestling matches in the locker room of the Atlanta Falcons. They asked Bill Freeland one time Rocket superstar. Why don't you get in there with him? He said, not me, that man's nuts. And you can just see right now that when Goldberg is in charge, there's nothing like it in our sport. Just there's a big guy in Goldberg. Out of nowhere, Goldberg comes back up.
Saturday sidekick delivered an extra impact. Goes for the spear. It's a point hit. Over. And the cross. And the win.
This could be a turning point. This could be the mistake. This could be the mistake. Diamond Dallas Page Steve. Your life on ring is only 3 seconds away. Get him in that ring. Get him in that ring. You need to go and start working on it. You can't beat him. I guess the best way to stop a runaway truck is step out of the way when they hit the posts. And that's what happened there. Earlier we mentioned, if they come down to a mistake, this could be it. Goldberg trying to shake it off. Don't forget that Goldberg with that bad, he's got a bad shoulder now. He can't pick the man up for his finishing maneuver. There's no picking it. Yeah. Who knows what that man can do? Is it a shoulder? What is it here? I believe it was the shoulder that hit left Barry. And it's his right one. Look at the torpedoes in the dumps on him. Those bits of water. He's got it now. 1, 2, no, sir. The kick out sent Page into the referee. Not getting up there quick anymore. You know what this is like? There was a little kickback where they all had to just shoot him and keep him down. And it took many men. It's like he was supposed to be for the ball. What on? Is that unbelievable or what? Fascinating. Just fascinating.
DDP up first. Pushes to the ground for the undercut. Did he get it? And Goldberg's up. The massive spear of Goldberg. DDP up first. Pushes to the ground for the undercut. Did he get it? He's trying to get Page up. You know he's trying to get up to the jacket. But he's got only one arm to go with. It's amazing. Amazing. You know it knows. That's what he has been able to tonight, look. There may be some severe damage to that shoulder. I'm gonna try again.
Sure it is. No such energy. He's talking about. Thanks. You're staring at his face. What a match.
He ranges all of his energy to hit with the diamond cutter. He has not been able to follow up her pinfall attempt.
Of course he did. It was desperation. That's all he can do. Can he fall over and cover the man? He's there. 1, 2, 3, 2. He's still alive.
Facts about California energy policy. California shut down about 25% of local oil production in the last 4 years, and now imports 75% of the oil we use, mostly from foreign countries, resulting in even higher gas prices for working families. Learn more. Welcome to the peak of premium off-roading. Working 2.9% APR for 5 years and 100 meters for 90 days on Toronto high output engines, electric elevation. What do you got there?
Cigars, would you like one?
Yeah, cigar is a cigarette without any matter.
Okay.
An Englishman said that.
Churchill?
No, I don't know which one. I just assumed it must have been.
Of course it's an Englishman.
It's witty and
It's an erudite.
exactly. What do you think an American would come up with that? No. I believe the English race was created just to give us Americans something to quote from.
That's how pop functions.
Exactly.
The backstory.
Yes, you're a lexicon with a nice green.
Thank you very much.
So you're cutting a cigar. And you can also use that for circumcision, you know.
I actually watched one before I came in. I thought I'd trim the foreskin out of respect for your country. I know it's preferred here. Not that I imagine that our fantasies would necessarily be involved in the conversation, but I gave it a trim and it's not been a complete success. I'm not with you.
Is that the correct plural of phallus?
Phalli, you read that?
Well, I mean, when you say fallacies, it sounds like fallacies, the word. So, like, you're saying that your penis is a fraud?
Yes.
I guess you're saying that our penises are a fraud.
Certainly taking it in peculiar
I
direction.
bet you your penis is some things. I mean, what? Why are you wincing? Something to be proud of. You were one of the few, like, rock star comedians.
Did you see me that way?
I still see you. Look how you're dressed, like how you look. You played a rock star twice in movies, I think, right?
That's right.
And you married a rock star, and you were on heroin. I mean, you're a rock star, you know, and you have the look. You have the look.
When you say it like
You
that,
can't buy that.
it sounds fantastic.
If you could buy it, I would have done it by now.
The thing is, Bill, is that whilst that sounds like tremendous sad experiences, I was of course there while they were happening. And they were mostly rather bleak. Honestly.
I find that hard to believe. People say that all the time when they describe this life that the rest of us could only dream of. You know, the women, drugs, and the guns and adulation, the partying. You know, like, why can't you people just enjoy this? I feel I certainly would.
Possibly there's a difference between Epicureanism, hedonism, and what I think I have, which is addiction. And I suppose addiction is that you're trying to remedy a spiritual or possibly from a secular perspective psychic condition through sort of external means. And rather than, I'm a joyous, piratical sort of sex buccaneer, for me I was just on that kind of, I'm unhappy.
By the way, Sex Buccaneer is the greatest name for a band.
Yeah.
If you ever start one.
And if you're ever wanting to make a portmanteau out of those, buccaneer seems so available.
Right? Word and tell, really great word. Well, I'm sorry you didn't have a better time having a better chance.
Yeah, the rest of us. Look, actually, I'm not seeking any sympathy from it. I'm just sort of remarking, Bill, that like when I hear my life described, I think, oh my God, that sounds so cool, and indeed was everything I aspired to as a young man, trying, I think, to somehow mitigate feelings of unease and emptiness probably in common with many comics and entertainers. And when I did it, it just did not work and has left me one of the few areas where I imagine there's somewhat at odds. Only with a kind of spirituality as my last remaining.
Why do we have to drag all this depressing psychological stuff into it when it just would be great to go on the fronts and pussy? I don't understand why we have to overthink it and complicate it, and it's just like what I was. It is. And I will stand by it. I'm a one-issue candidate on drugs and pussy, and not overthinking it. I mean, not pussy, but like, you know, Yes, I mean, just a rock star sex. I mean, is there a man alive who doesn't, at some point in his youth, aspired to that? There certainly wasn't when I was 13 years old. What would you be if you could have anything? A rock star. The girls throw themselves at you. Like just that. Just girls throw themselves at you. You had me.
Absolutely, and certainly it's what I aspire to, but even in the description of it, it was an adolescent fantasy. And the problem with adolescent fantasy is that you grow up, I grew up, and I found myself inhabiting something that didn't endure for me. But you describe me as an idealist, and I am an idealist, and I feel like, well, what is that? Idealism, I suppose, is that suggests that there's a telos, that there's an object that I'm moving towards. And for me, that's a sort of I don't know, is it self-actualization? Is it redemption? Is it love? Is it to live a worthwhile life? I mean, what are all of the principles that we're discussing when we're having a conversation around politics? What's undergirding it if we don't have any ideals? I mean, if it is just the sort of brutal pragmatism of who gets what, in all of those sort of highly consequential conversations, but surely whether or not you believe in God or if you believe in America or whatever values you hold, we're sort of saying there's something we're aspiring to, there's some meaning. So to just wrap up what I feel like the head is I now know that what I sought out was the fantasy of a boy, and it doesn't work. It didn't work. Not to say that there
It didn't work for you.